Ahoy there, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jambrew and welcome back to another episode on the Badge Patreon server. I am in a beacon. This is not 2001 Space Odyssey. I'm in the desert. We're going to do work on the portal pyramid. Would you just look at the progress? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, oh baby. I have done, well, basically nothing here. Because I've had slave labour do it for me. I'm really getting into the Egyptian spirit. Let's head up here. Use our buck cheeks to ascend the ladder. And show you from up the top. Yeah. So I had some helpers. Namely Eurita and Pyro. Although Eurita's been doing the bulk of the work. Busy little Viking that he is. And we've got 3 full corners excavated here. We've just got this corner to go. And not only that, but I've completed sort of the bulk of the work on this ramp over here. So now we've got one on either side. I need to work on this, landscape it down so that it connects to there, and then mirror it on the other side. It'll be slightly different, I think, unless this is perfect circle. It might be a perfect circle, in which case it'll be exactly the same, and that would be nice. We'll see. So we got that going. The middle of this is nearly done, and then I will later on in this episode I will show you what I'm going to be doing with the base of this. So stay tuned for that, and that is going to be one hell of a task, let me tell you. It's a good job I've got a portal here. That's all I can say. Well, no, that's not all I can say. I can say a lot more, but that's all I'm going to say. And then on the outside here, what I've been doing is, it's probably better to show you from this side. Whee! So I've started excavating a little channel all the way around the portal pyramid. All the way around the side, and down and into the water, as you saw just a moment ago. And that is for basically starting to lay out how this portal pyramid is going to be interacting with the city around it. And today I am hoping to work a bit on this, and also work on the wider city, and basically start laying things out so you can finally start to see the grand scale that I'm working at, because I've spoken to a couple of people about this, and it is going to be big. It is going to be very, very big. It's going to be so big, I'm not entirely convinced that it will be done before we eventually, a long way off into the future, have a server reset for whatever reason. Yeah, maybe there's another Minecraft update that brings in a bazillion new biomes and we can't be bothered to have a new spawn or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to lay things out for you. And just create a nice little montage video of clips, and I'm going to make pillars up and have aerial views of things and talk you through some of the other mega builds that I've got on show. On show? Why did I say those words? Those weren't the words I meant. What I've got planned, for this city. I did have a bunch of ghetto chests placed outside here, which were full of all the things that were excavated from there by my lovely slaves. I have since moved them. It's come to my attention that having moved all my storage from here into there, it was now full, and it is. I started out with 3 tall chests, and I've pretty much expanded. I've expanded all the front row and some of the back row into 4 tall. I've got a little bit of expansion space left there, but not much. So another storage capacity upgrade was required. So I built this little thing. It just took me an afternoon. I didn't really put that much effort into it, which is why it kind of looks a little bit bland. I think had I spent a bit more time on it, in fact, what I might do in the future is bring these columns out a bit, give it a little bit more depth, because I think that's the problem at the moment, is that the walls are lacking in depth. even though I've used lots of different sandstone block types. And on the inside, we've got chests here for your cobblestone, filling up from this side. And then your dirt, again, filling up from the left. And smooth stone, filling up from the left. And then we come up here. It's not sort of full to the brim, and that's because you've got your 4 entrances on either side. And then the ladder here. Ladder's on the inside because there's stair blocks here which wouldn't let us put the ladders on, so that's why that's like that. And then we got the same up here. We've got in fact, I could probably move all of my storage of these. I've got a bunch of chests over there full of these things. I could probably move them over now. So yeah, we got the slabs, we got the stairs, the chisel blocks and the smooth blocks, and then we've got sand all the way through the middle here, and then sandstone at the back. Tons of space. Tons of space. So, Yurita, if you're watching this, Pyro, anyone else who... Ooh, I'm going down the ladder. who's going to help me in the desert, stick your stuff in here for now. All of your excavated stuff. Ores will still go in that building over there. There's a chest for them, and it's nowhere near full yet. What else could you possibly dig up? Oh yeah, andesite, diorite, granite. That all goes over there as well. There's chests for that. And then at the top here, there's even some expansion space up here. I could put some chests up here, if I so wished. I'd rather not, because then it looks quite pretty from afar if I leave this blank and empty. And just have the roof with this little sort of desert crenellation at the top, which I quite like. I thought that looked pretty good. So there we go. That's my storage capacity upgrade. Let's get on with progress in the temple. Oh, it's been a while. In the space of that cut, there's been several weeks. And it shows. It bloody shows. Look at the progress that's happened. You thought progress happened before. Look at it now. It's all excavated. And, I mean, there's still this, which I haven't really decided what I'm doing with it yet. But, wow! What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Yurita happened. That's what happened. So, I had him get the corner done, and then I had him do all this stuff underneath all these as well. And I've not yet decided what I'm going to have for the arc under here. I've got to try and make it look kind of natural-ish. But I also want to make it look sort of a bit precarious, you know? And then there needs to be a pillar that goes on underneath here, underneath this business. There is a bit of one now, but it needs fleshing out. And even more progress! Oh my god! What is going on? Jambrew, what is going on? Jambrew, what is going on? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What? Tell me. You can tell me. You can tell me what's happening. Stuff. I give Slave Yurita a task to do, and he does it. There used to be a huge mountain here. Huge mountain. A great big one. It's gone now. It's all gone. Thanks to Slave Yurita. Thank you, Slave Yurita. There's the temple over there. In case you're wondering where we are, by the way. We're not in a random place out in the desert. We are a specific place out in the desert, away from the temple. And I am going to explain a little bit about that in a second. But look at all the stuff. Ooh, there's nothing in there. I overestimated. I gave him a second floor of chests. He doesn't need those. But I'll probably use them carting stuff from over there to here to build whatever's going here. As I said, I'm about to expand on all that. So yeah, lots has happened. And my plan for this episode has gone completely out the window. Because so much has happened since then. And there's so much to show you. Like these stupid signs for a start. That probably makes no sense. I'd probably have to show you these in order. But I'm not going to do that. Because it's stupid. Not but. Stupid snowman. You'd think snowmen couldn't come out to a desert and cause mischief. mischief with signs. But there you go. This one doesn't melt, apparently. Don't tell him I actually like reading these signs. Then he'll stop doing them. Eee, there's one down here as well. Hello. Peekaboo. Yes, go away. That's it. That's the end of signs for you. They're all going. I saw one here earlier. No. So yeah, there's stone paths leading out now from the temple. I put these here because the plan is to have some big sort of roads/bridges coming out from the temple in all 4 directions, from all 4 sides, all 4 entrances. And they might just be at this level, they might be at that level as well, to make them even more visually impressive and stunning. There's another sign. And I had this done as well. This lovely Trenty Trench, which I believe I showed at the beginning of the episode. Well, now it's all done, and it's down to water level. Except it's going to go even lower. What? Won't that interfere with the water? Yeah, shut up. I know what I'm doing. Don't question me, viewership. So I think basically what I'm going to do now is cut to actually talking about this stuff, because what I'm doing is showing you things and saying I'm going to tell you about it and then not telling you about it. So I'm just going to crack on and tell you about it. That's not where you live. Hi. Thank you. Come again. Yeah, so I'm just going to get on and tell you about it. I'm just going to cut some stuff in. Maybe with some funky music, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And over here. When I told you I was going to renovate this, I'm not, because it's in the way of the bridgy road thing. So it'll eventually get demolished. So, bye-bye, Kasbah. I'll build another one somewhere else. I promise. On with the montage! Over at the mines, everything's getting larger. Think that's a big hole? It's going to get even bigger. It's not going to be to the full size of that wood circle you can see there, but it is going to get bigger. This is going to be the sort of working area that I've outlined here. So yeah, big mine. And off to the side of the mines, we're going to have a port. Oh look, a squid just spawned. We're going to have a port area, and I've just started blocking out where I'm going to have the hard sort of sea wall sort of thing. And over there on those islands, I'm going to have like it's going to be like a fortified, half lighthouse, half customs house sort of thing. You know, looking at all the sea traffic that's coming into the port area. And further north from the dock area, you have a proper lighthouse. Over here. The lighthouse is at the entrance of the big delta, the river delta that I'm going to have. Oh yeah, by the way, this river, it's going to get bigger. And over here, the river will get smaller again and go down to the south, but it'll also pool around this area because there's going to be a big dam here. We're going to pull forward that ridge over there in the center of the screen, bring it forward over in this direction, and dam up this area, flood it, make a little flooded valley, and that'll be where part of the city gets its water from. Where does the other part get its water from? I'll show you. Okay, this isn't where they get their water from, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway because we're walking past it. Just to the north of the temple's just over there beyond my visual range. We've got this area here, this is the market district. And I've sort of blocked out an area here which I'm going to turn into a grand bazaar. Here's where they'll get their water from. The great big excavation that Yorota was doing for me. This is going to be one of pretty much the biggest build, I think, in the city. Certainly one of the most intricate. And it's just over here to the west of the temple. And it's going to be a sort of hanging gardens sort of build. very luscious and green and throwing water all over the place. But Jambrew, what was it you were saying about making this lower? Won't that impact with the river? Yes, it will. But I've not quite fleshed this out yet in my head, and I need to confirm it in my head before I can talk about this in more detail. But for now, all you need to know is that this is going to go deeper. I thought the temple was going to be a little bit higher up in the air, but it's not. So this needs to go deeper instead. For the plans I'm going to have. But let's just say around the temple is going to be an area of interest as well as the temple itself. Surely such a large city needs a grand palace of some sort for the royalty to live in, yeah? Some kind of, I don't know, some kind of fabulous prince? Yeah, absolutely. Here's the prince's palace to the south of the temple. And then right next to it is going to be a very ornate and fantastic sort of public square in the royal district. Victory Square. I don't know. I hadn't actually given it a name, but that's quite good. And then on the other side, I'm thinking that there's a mountain just beyond our vision there. You see there, just in the savannah. And I'm thinking maybe that'll be where the tombs of all the royals and the rich people will go, and all of the very loyal slaves as well. And finally, hopping along this road here. All these 4 roads out the temple have names, by the way, but I'm not 100% on them just yet, so I won't tell you. But over here is going to be the Spice District. Spicy water. Lots of stuff going on here. Big build where those jungle trees are. Another build the other side of that hill, maybe. And stuff going on with this river, which relates to what we're going to do over there in the trench around the temple. Or it does at the moment in my mind anyway. So there you go. There you have it. That's just a taster of some of the amazing stuff that I'm going to be doing here. Some of the bigger builds anyway. You've also got to imagine that all of that is surrounded by, smaller things, little houses, Casbahs, pubs, farms, whatever. There's going to be all sorts going on. It really is a mammoth project, and as I plan more stuff out, I will show it to you, of course, and the plan is to sort of have a rolling development, so as this goes from framework into blocked out into detail, I'll start sort of putting the framework out for some of the other builds in the various places, and then some of those will start getting blocked out, and then I'll start with some other things, and I'll just keep it rolling like that. Keep it interesting, so that I'm not doing one build to completion and then going on to the next one, or doing it, all the frameworks all at once and getting really bored with it. So that's what I'm going to do. Sorry I haven't really been doing anything on camera really until this point in the episode. But there's just been an awful lot going on since I was last able to record, and I thought you all deserved a bit of a catch-up. So that's what this episode has turned into. Another sort of update on progress. Oops, don't think you go there. Need you. There we go. Boop. I've got 9 stacks of sandstone on me. I'm going to see how many layers I can do with that. Probably not that many. We will see. Anyway, yeah, just thought I'd give you an update and a bit of insider knowledge into what's actually going to be happening with this desert build and what on earth I'm planning. Next episode we'll be back in the courthouse doing courthousey things, and maybe an update on further progress here, if there is any. We shall see. I shall let you know. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for putting up with the long wait. And wish me luck for this build. And Pack, stop coming here with your signs as well. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, I shall see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I almost forgot. I almost forgot to tell you. There's one more thing I need to tell you. And that is that I've determined the name of this city. when I've finally finished it, this city is going to be called Aljamra, like that. Aljamra. And it is ruled by the fabulous Prince Jambrew. Fabulous he, Jambrew Abawa. Anyway, I shall actually let you go off this time. Goodbye!